Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hey, guys. This week's helmet is the Viking helmet. Oops, sorry. Thanks to Kevin, we pick every week before a live stream. We always pick something we promote from my shop. If you guys are new to cosplaying, like making stuff, I have patterns in my shop, and today we're featuring the Viking helmet. I did this years. Look at the dust on this thing. I grabbed it. It's so dirty. I'm gonna clean up. I need to put like a clear coat on it, so make the color pop a little bit more. This is my Viking helmet. This one's a pretty easy one. I have this. This is actually the one from the video too. I have a lot of the straps for it. A lot of fun. But it's the gold-fashioned Viking helmet. It desperately needs to be cleaned. All right, guys. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Let's settle in. Let me turn off this fan. You can hear it. All right. We got Sentry. Going up. Let's go on the list here. We got Kevin. We got Sentry. Got Going Up Costume. Kevin, welcome aboard. You got Daniel. Always, thank you, Daniel. So always showing up in. We're in stream restaurant. Gundam. Hello, Gundam. Welcome aboard. Ryan, Mr. Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. All right, guys, real quickly. Yes, the I apologize. I just mailed your stickers out. People who won stickers in the last time, somebody emailed me about them. I'm sorry. I just mailed them out. They should be getting into you. I did snail mail, so stuck a stamp on them, threw them in the mail. So anyway, we're going to be doing shoulders, alien shoulders today. And I made a pattern, which we did a couple weeks ago. And so I'm going to pattern that out, and then we're probably going to move on to the body. But I want to get the shoulder kind of. I don't want to do the. I want to do the shoulders separately. And once I get the body, because there's some things going on with the body I'm not 100% sure on. So I want to start on something. So I want to do these shoulders, the kind of weird curvy thing that comes off of them, and do that. Man, it's so dry. My skin's so dry. Oh, guys, so Gundam goes, my microwave blew up a couple days ago, so I'm sitting here starving I'm staring at the freezer full of microwavable meals. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That's why sometimes I get those frozen bag meals you can throw on a skillet. I love doing those, the skillet meals. Therefore, you don't have to use the microwave, you just use a toast top. With Becky, turn the oven. Gundam, I tell you, guaranteed, grab those microwave meals and look in the back. They do have oven instructions. Take a look at them. Some are microwave, but some will say for ovens. Not all of them, but some will have oven instructions on them. So before you starve yourself, just read the back. Daniel says I made two tails out of orange and white felt, so they will attach to the back with nylon webbing for foam belt I made a while back. Fantastic. Yes, that's the best way to put a tail on, with a belt. Yeah, just look at them, because most of them have oven options. Maybe cook a little bit longer, but yeah, because we get used to microwave too. I understand where you're coming from as an ex-bachelor. Hey, Play by Proxy goes, greetings, I finally got a chance to jump on your stream. Woo! Hey, Play by Proxy, welcome aboard. Yeah, today we're going to be doing alien shoulders, and also we're celebrating, every week we do a featured helmet from my shop. Today we're doing the Viking helmet. So for anybody here is new, you can definitely, there's links for this in the chat. And, oh, I was jaded till I rated. Oh, hey, Brian, good morning. All right, guys, let's show you guys what I'm up to. Oh, sorry. fix my mess up here really quick. Move the cardboard. Yeah, we have, this is the shoulder we have. And when we look at the alien, which now I'm thinking about, let me grab my book so we can look at it. Here, hold on, where's my alien book? So we can do a little research on it. Okay. Again, everybody, this book is amazing. This is the Aliens Set Photography, behind the scenes of Jane Cameron's 1986 masterpiece. Great photo book. Again, there's stuff in here I never saw before, and on the internet or anywhere. So, but there's some great pictures of the alien himself. There's some behind the scenes shots of them working on the alien suits. Yeah, like here. See the tubing? Like, I get the gist of what's going on here on the inside, but the backside kind of rounds off a little bit. But this is like I probably cut it in for this. I'd probably cut it. Hey, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you again. That's Kevin. Kevin, thank you for your continued support. Great shots of the head. Yeah, a lot of great reference here for this guy. Here's some shots. You can kind of see it right here. How it comes up and flashes out. Yeah, so I think it just kind of rounds off on the back a little bit, so I have an idea. But the one thing I noticed, I'm sorry, fix this really quick, is the rings are narrow, but I want them to get bigger. So I went ahead and made some bigger rings. So we go right here. And I got my hot glue gun. Like that. So that is number one. I did label this one 1. I'll hold this. And do the same thing for the other side. Okay, just like that. Buy a ticket, take a ride. All right, that's cooling. So we're going to do the same thing with number 2 here. Let's go. Yeah, because I got these guys. I think this is too small. Let me take this guy out. This guy's rubbish. He's too small. Let me take this guy out. And we'll go here again. Because there's a part that recesses and there's some tubes inside of it. My thing is I'd make the pattern first, and then when I make it out of foam, I would just cut cut into the foam and make a space for the tubes. So kind of like, let's go a little. Hold on. You shouldn't have. We don't need to have that close together. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. That's better. That's perfect. Come around the other side, do the same thing. Where's number 2? Where'd my number 2 go? Oh. No, got it. There you go, same size. Okay, good. Confront. And then we want to go a little bit to tad smaller, right here. Number 3, like this. Yeah, this guy's rubbish. I'm gonna take this guy off too. Here. Let's glue this on. Yeah, let's do this. And again, what people, if you guys just join me, what I'm doing, this is a cardboard silhouette that I'm making. That I'm going to fill these guys in with aluminum foil to do a sculpture, but I want to get the kind of a guideline of where I'm going to put the foil. And it's a great little trick, and it's worked well for me. Making patterns when you're not really sure how you're going to make something from scratch. Okay, glue on this one. Okay. Yeah, you know something? I'm gonna cut another one. I don't mind tapering here, but I need one more right here. Yeah, let's lose this. And let's make another one about here. A little smaller than this. So what is this guy? What's this? That is approximately, it's like 2 1/4, right? So half of that is what? Half that was a 1 1/16. Right, let me get compass real quick. Right. That fantastic. Hey guys, really quick, it's my friend John. The modifiers in chat. John, how you doing today? Good, I'm good, thank you. I am working on this alien shoulder. I'm in the process of oops, sorry guys, overhead real quick. So you see what I'm doing here. Get the glue stick in here. That, fantastic. Yes, more Xenomorph stuff. Yeah, the puppet alien has thin necks. Yeah, they kind of had they had the puppet alien and they had the ones with guys in them, and they just kind of their heads were the necks. Just kind of like what I did with mine. I think we'll do that one, and then we'll cut this guy and put this one right here too, and we'll drop off here. I think we'll gradually drop off. Let me and we'll do that here too. So this will we'll drop off here. So we'll go ahead, put glue on this guy. That. Do the same thing this side. This gun I have, the shear bonder hot glue gun here, is like I had a friend that was cleaning out his supplies, and he goes, "Hey man, you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So this is one of these electrical plug-in ones, and I got, now that I have it, I use it on my I use it all the time. It gets that glue nice and hot. Okay, that looks good. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get everything prepped for foil. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some foil. Let's make some foil balls. See what guys like. Here, let me put some stuff away really quick. I'm trying to get in the habit of cleaning stuff up before I start making more messes. Here, hold on. Oh, hey John, look. Ta-da! Look at this, guys. Focus. Focus. Anyway, this is my friend the modifier makes the, oh, they're fantastic. This is a it's a K2SO droid, which is great. This is a funny my John the modifier makes from every year I get a Christmas ornament from him. This was from last year, 2025. So I found it. So I'm trying to. I got to a point where they got mixed in with the Christmas ornaments. So I'm trying to find all of them, and so I can put them all together. So okay. Anyway. Oh, really quickly, I saw. So, do you get commission? Is that? I'm sorry, Tread Pyre. Is that a question for me? Do I get commissions for large stuff? No, I don't do commissions. I do I do a lot of movie work and stuff and production, make costumes and props for film and television, but I don't do commissions for cosplay so much. And not to be a jerk, I just mean this in sincerity. It's that this is why I try to teach people to make their own costumes, because if people start asking me, well, there you go. See, Gundam does. There you go. Is that what I would charge? Most people don't. I think it's too expensive, and it is for cosplay, for not for what I do. So it's always that thing of like what I do. It's a little bit pricey because I put a lot of work into it, and I charge by hours out of my life, because I'm charging it for the time in my day, time out of my life. So especially if I'm making something that's not going to be mine, or I'm not keeping it, then I charge a lot for it, because not only is it time out of my life, I gotta make it worth my while to do that. And so involving cosplay usually never quite pays the bills. So unless I'm doing stuff for myself to promote myself, which is great. Okay. Anyway, foil. Let's get back to that. So we're gonna make a bunch of foam balls. I have to show people my technique. Well, not just my technique, it's pretty much foam sculpting. Take these guys, I make foam balls. I just kind of like, I don't make them super tight. I kind of keep them loose, because what you're going to do is you just want to fill in volume so much. It's like you just want to fill in spaces. And that's why I have the hot glue gun hot right now, because I can fill in voids. And that's what we're going to do today. I always find it's good to have a bunch of small ones and not a lot of big ones, because therefore you can just fill in nooks and crannies. Okay, so now take my big ones here and my hot glue. A little glue in here, and we kind of push it next to this guy like that. And foam ball here. And a foam ball here. No, say 2 foam balls. Like that. That. Like that. Hey guys, really quickly, if anybody has any questions for me in chat, be sure to put at Evil Ted in chat so it pops up on my end so I can see, because I see a lot of people chatting, and I don't know if questions are directed to me. If they're not directed to me, that's fine, but if you want a question, ask me a question, please put at Evil Ted in chat so I can lights up on my end and I know who you're talking to if you're asking me a question. But though I love chat, that chat definitely chats among themselves, which is wonderful. And that's what I like about this channel. There we go. Oops, sorry, let me pull my silicone pad over here. So I keep dripping hot glue on my workbench. Hey guys, you want Becky to yell, "Hey old lady"? It's very funny, Becky. You guys can just do at our names and then we highlight, because some people come and ask questions and it. Oh my God, I forgot a long time ago. And Becky, you remember this? Somebody got really bent. I think they posted on social media how like they get all mad at me, like I didn't respond to them or something. They got really bent. I don't know if it was on YouTube or Twitch. I think it was probably one or the other. I forget, a long time ago, and they got really bent, and we're just saying like mean stuff, and I was just like, dude, I didn't see you. You gotta. It's like. But I think if they were asking for something like they wanted a commission or something like that, or what it was. I saw a lot of comments that everyone working on as well watch the master work. Oh. Is that Zenros 88? All right. Let's see. Oops, sorry guys, overhead. This goes here and then. All right, man. Oh, Gunham goes. I'm putting together a downdraft table for my xenomorph head. Again, I apologize. I started editing the video, and it's a lot. It's like 195 shots. Well, you shouldn't. I mean, it seems like a lot, but when I start editing, I'll be able to get a better timeline. But my fear is it's going to be a long video. But I usually get it and then trim all the slop out of it. But the audio with this new camera I have, the microphone just is terrible. But my plan is to go ahead and just assemble, edit, get everything all lined up, and go through and clean up as much as I can. And then I got to talk to my buddy John and take this particular microphone, the Yeti, and hook it up to my my Adobe Premiere Pro, and just lay the audio back over it again, because you got, it's like the pictures can be okay, but the audio's got to be great. If you can't hear people, the audio, I always find that the audio, your picture quality can suffer, but the audio can't. That's always been my big thing. I've always had issues with. You got it. As long as you can see what's going on, you can see it. But I always want the audio to be a lot better. But again, if I'd known that, it probably would have shot with a different camera. So anyway. Oh, sorry guys, overhead. Keep forgetting to switch back. Okay. It's coming along. So you guys can see what's going on here. You get the tubing happening. This is going to be the dip inside, and then the other side is going to be a little more filled in. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. All right, let's go ahead and get some more foil. Make some balls. Oh, there you go. Hey everybody, I see there's a question for me. It says, so is that going to be the base template to generate a pattern from it to make it easier to replicate play proxy? That is correct. Yes, it is. For example, let me show you really quickly. Let me give you an example. For example, this guy right here, the back, same thing. I made a cardboard silhouette of it. Did the same thing, rings, got the distance. I like it. If I was to make this again, I'd probably make it a little narrower here. But again, it's like, it's on there, he's on its back and it's moving around like, I'm just going to really. But anyway, I'm really happy with this. I got this one and I got 3 more. I got to still do the rounding and sticking things on there. So anyway. But yeah, that's what it's ended up going to be, a foam prop to reproduce this and make it out of foam. But hey, Jen says, hi Jen, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? How you holding up, babe? I've seen pictures of you on social media. You look good. Looks like that your move has been treating you well. It looks like it's rubbing off on you. You look happier and healthier. If you guys don't know, Jen used to work out here with me in this crazy industry, and she's like, you know something? F that. There's no work here anymore. Somebody's going to pack up and go to Seattle, which she did. And I wish something for the best for her. We had a little farewell thing for her, which was nice. And we all hung out. Jim, do you have a YouTube channel? You can hop over and say hi. Oh, there she is. Oh, hi. I guess I should chat here. Yeah, Jen. Parks and Quinn, how you doing? Hanging in, yeah. Miss you too, buddy. I look to go. I look go got to. I look go to. I look go to. What's that, John Hughes? What are you saying, Hughes, my buddy? From Fallout 4. That's right. Oh, I'm in Washington D.C. area. Yeah, I'm sorry, D.C. Yeah. Same. Got it. You know, Jen, I would have hired you. I need a costumer for a movie, and you would have been a person I've gone to. But Jen, do you know anybody you could recommend? Because here, oh, by the way, guys, really quickly, while I'm getting this ready, doing the foil on the other side real fast. Here is I'm going to tell my buddy John about this too. I'm gearing up for another movie. My buddy Gar, who's done, it's going to be his 3rd movie, but this time around he's self-financing. I think he's getting tired. Oh, I can fly out. Would you? Tell you what, Jen. Let me tell you what. After the stream, text me. I'll give you the details and put together a bid for me. I trust you more than anybody else. We're going to shoot in April. It's I think he's got some people he has right now. It's again, Jen. It's not a lot of money. What we'll be doing is getting. We definitely would get pre-existing. He wants like these bodysuits on them. So my thing was to get some thick gray bodysuits. They're a little bit stretchy but thicker, and we add padding to them. And then I know. Tell you what. Let's get back to Alien. We'll talk later. We'll chat soon. Let's get back to it. All right. Overhead. All right. Get this going. All right. Oh, Jen, that's fantastic. Yeah, also too, Jen. Well, think about it. I'm looking for a carpenter. I need. When I say carpenter, somebody you think I would know, somebody, because I got to build a cockpit of a spaceship, and not like a fighter craft, so it needs to be like a little smaller than an X-wing cockpit. That's big enough that somebody can step into, and I'm gonna get some construction and build out of wood and MDF and all that stuff. But I need someone who's a little bit more has more carpentry skills than I do, but that somebody can help me assemble this thing because I have to build it and build it quickly. So food for thought. If you think about that too, somebody you know in the LA area that's a good carpenter. That's somebody you think I would know as well. Because I got people like throwing names at me. I'm like, yeah, but I never worked with these people. Everybody's great at everything until they're not. I'm always I've worked too long in this industry to trust people I don't work with. It's tough. Especially when you're on a tight schedule. It's like you're trying to do things at cost and you got people and you don't know if the person's going to screw you or they're not going to. So it's always a little bit of a gamble. Okay. Go. All right, getting good. You know, one thing I like about my live streams when I do this with you guys is that there's times I just don't want to do something or I don't want to deal with it. But by knowing I have a live stream to do on Sundays, I have to get up and make it happen. So. But by you guys, I was like, what am I going to do this Sunday? I'm like, oh, I know, I can do this thing. I'm like, I don't want to. I got other things I should be working on. But I'm like, nope. And it forces me to, what this does, it helps me get out of my head and just start building because I have things I need to do. But sometimes I'll think so much that I freeze and I don't get anything done because I'm just walking around in circles figuring out what I'm going to do next because there's so many things on my plate. So. And so that happens to me a lot. By having something simple that I allow myself to do on my stream every Sunday. And so this alien costume is going to be something I do on my stream. So anything, it's on Sundays because this is going to be a big build. So, all right. Some more foil balls real quick. All right, here we go. Make a ball. Make a ball. Okay. Oh, the Time Lord. I remember him. The Time Lord. Which is a complete reference to Doctor Who. Turn it down a little bit there. So. All right, here, hold on. We get this filled in. Let's cut these guys in half. Hold on. Okay. All right. Overhead. Here we go. Now, get our hot glue. Like that. This is my Yeah, there's a bit of a curve here I don't want to lose. Let's get that in here like this. Let's stuff this in a little bit and smush this down a little bit here. Yeah, these guys are little divots here. Hold on. Yeah, to it. Let's worry about that later. Let's finish these guys first. Glue stick. All right, get that. And this technique is coming so handy when you're getting weird shapes like this. That's what, I remember I saw somebody doing this. I can't remember who it was, and I was like, "That's a great idea." Just sculpting directly onto. I think they used just foil in the beginning. They just I think they made a horn or something out of foil. And then I went like, wait a minute, well, I make a silhouette out of cardboard. And Bill Duran did one. He did the Mechanist from Fallout, like the radio show character, and he made a cardboard template and carving out of foam or something. And made a pattern. And I ended up doing that with Charlie the Robot. I wanted to get Charlie the Robot from Scooby-Doo. I did made a silhouette of his head and patterned it till I got where I was happy with it. And I travel with that to conventions and people really love that character. So I might just get that costume and try to make it to where I can actually breathe in it, because it's a cool costume. I just can't see that much in it. So, and I made it when it was a lot thinner. I don't know if I can get the damn thing on. So. Get that. Good, good, good. So now this is the outside part where it dips in. Until next time, everybody, stay safe. Oh, hey, Play Proxy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming by, man. Thank you. Take care. All right, so so I'm seeing these holes I want to fill in. Because there's some things we can get away with just throwing tape over it, you know, not to push down too hard on it. But I want to get the deep stuff that I know for a fact is not going to be. So I think this guy I'm going to fill in. So I got an idea. Let's go like this. And then gonna fill something like this. Yeah, I think this kind of just gradually has a little bit of a divot in here, so I want to fill this undercut in. Oops, sorry, my alarm. Like that. Like that. Okay, so now we take this guy. All right, I think it's enough of the foil. I think we're done with the foil. We'll see. All right, put this aside for a second. All right. Let's fill in this void a little bit here. Oops, sorry guys. Bumped my head. All right, I think that's pretty good. So now what we're gonna do next. Okay, so we're gonna take this over to the spray booth and put foil on it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cover this with foil. Now the reason we do that is because we're going to go back in with duct tape. Now you could put duct tape on this now, but the problem is when you go to peel the tape off, it starts taking the balls with it. And you just are more concerned about getting the pattern nice and clean as possible. So the best way to do it is to go ahead and just put some spray glue down and lay down pieces of aluminum foil to smooth everything out, then put tape on top of that. So I'm going to take this to the spray booth for that. All right, there we go. All right, I think let's go ahead and plug the hot glue gun here for a second so we can get this out of the way. Man, dude, I got this big industrial rubber mat. This company that makes these guys, they're relatively expensive, but it's so great. It's just that it's a wide area. You don't have to worry about getting glue on your work table. Super cool mat. Love this thing. All right, let's get the duct tape. All right, guys, I have a bunch of short ends here. Let's go ahead and use these up first. So we start a roll and never finish it. So let's go ahead and finish these guys out. Like this. Now, when throwing down duct tape, I want to do it in pieces to where there's no buckles or wrinkles so much. So I kind of lay it down. And if it starts to buckle, I just cut another piece. Let's just kind of do it in a bunch of squares. Maybe here, let's do this. Keep it nice and flat. Here. All right. Small pieces like that. Oh, watch it now. If need be, you could do a bunch of squares too, just to make it so it doesn't. Like that. When you're doing this, you make sure the tape overlaps itself so you don't have any seams popping loose when you make a pattern. So you start to cut the stuff apart, it's going to be an issue. So you don't want that to happen. So all right. Big strip here, hold on. here. Oops, tell you what, I need foil. Let's put some foil here, guys. Because that's definitely going to be a part of the pattern, so I'm going to get some foil in this. All right. Thank you, Kevin, for all your affiliate links, guys. Click on that if you want to buy any supplies. If you click through my Amazon link, it helps me keep making videos. I get kickback from that if you guys do your purchases. So, man, I'm telling you right now, that helps me a lot. If you guys do any shopping, click on my link and bookmark it. So every time you buy something, I automatically get credit. It doesn't have to be cosplay. You could be just doing gift shopping or shopping for your friends. But if you do that, it helps me. So get an affiliate, please, please, please. Oopsie. Okay, that tape's done. Excellent. All right. Oh, I've not seen that. I think it's Paramount, something we don't have, so I haven't watched it. Okay, so alright, so again with this, that. Then I could Alright, hold on guys, got this. All right, here we go. Got this. That's all right. It's a tab with the show. Meow. All right. Like this now. This curve thing I leave. I don't really need that in the pattern. I just put that there to keep the curve in what I'm making. So let's push this down a little bit. I don't need all. I'm gonna. Okay. Come to think it needs to be, here, let's fill this in with foil. This hole needs to be filled. Maybe that. There we go, a little bit more. Nope, too bad. Okay. All right, got it. And then cut this guy. Got it. Now we throw tape on it. Like that, perfect. This goes here like that, perfect. There's a hole here, patch that. Got it, all right. And this. Oh, this is so cool. You can now. It's what's nice that you can see this coming together now. You can see the shoulder coming together because there's a tube. In reality, it's curved and this gets cut open. There's like a tube that sits in here. So this can be, I don't know, it kind of just fades away. I can do a lot of stuff with foam clay and whatnot, but it's like this kind of gets rounded. This comes back and cuts in tight. And there's a tube that drops in here, but we can cut that and add it to the foam later. So that doesn't need to be in the pattern so much. All right, hold on, cut this. Turn the fan off. Okay. All right. See, this out is going, dude. Next, all right, now we can move. Oh, nope, got one more. I'm going to go through all these guys first. Kevin Des. How are the Ravens? The Ravens are good. Unfortunately, we used to put food out for them, and they'd come by our time and quack us and stuff, and we'd say hi, and it was great. But then we had bird seeds as well too. So what happened was we had rats that got underneath our patio. We've been here for like 8 years, and my wife and I, when we got here, and put up the feeders 8 years ago, and never had rats. And apparently they migrated here, and then our landlords were like, "Hey, look, guys, we're gonna bring these guys over to kill these rats," which they did. But in return, they go, "You guys can't put out the bird feed anymore." So we couldn't put out the bird feeders anymore, which means you can't feed the ravens anymore. So occasionally, the ravens, as smart as they are, they'll come and land on our cars. And when our doors open, they go, "Cock, cock, 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 cock," and they start clicking, and my wife hears it, and then we go out and we feed them. So we just put nuts on the top of the car. Because if they want it, they'll just come and yell at us. And eventually we'll come out and feed them. So, because they are super freaking smart. And they recognize faces just like crows do. So when they see us, they yell at us and come out. And then they know if they yell long enough that they get free peanuts. And so they do come by occasionally, but not steadily like they used to, because we had to cut off feed them all the time. But they got used to it, and so they now know if they do get hungry, they come and sit on our patio, or on the cars in front of our patio and bark. I feel bad for... Jeez. Wait, get back to aliens. You're right. They should make Space Marine Academy, sponsored by Wayland Yutani. Look at overhead. So, looking good. I'm really happy with this. This looks great. So the tricky part we're going to do is you start plotting out how you're going to make this into patterns. And this kind of comes with practice, but I always tell people, when you're doing stuff like this, when you make your pattern, don't get rid of your piece yet. Because when you peel the foil off, you'll still have this. It won't destroy this. You'll still have this. The thing is, that's why I put the thin foil on there, because when you take everything off, if the pattern doesn't work or doesn't stick together as well, that's probably because you probably put the cut lines in the wrong area. So you can actually just redo this again, and you can do it a couple times till you get until it fits the way you want it to fit. So I've done that as well too. So don't be discouraged if you piece together, it doesn't seem like it's going together right. It's just trying to figure out where the cut lines are. But I'll show you my strategy and how I do that once I get some tape on here. I got one more part, and then I'm probably going to go downstairs and... All right. All right, this... That. Ta-da! Look at that. Hold on. Take a look at it real quick. All right. So this sits on my shoulder. Wait. Like that. That actually looks really good. Because the head, it sits above. When you look at the, where's my alien? Yeah, it's the head's here, so this is just underneath the head, where my head sits down on it, so it's about right there. So this is perfect. Excellent. All right. Yay. I'm really happy because I was like, is this going to look great? And then now I'm looking at it like, yes, this is going to work. So let's start getting ready. What I need to do before we start making this into a pattern, I'm going to run downstairs and go to the bathroom and probably grab a snack. And then we will take a Sharpie and draw all the lines and registration marks and cut apart. kind of like we did last time. So it's interesting because I did this last time when I did the tubes, and I started from 9, 10, so it's 3 hours, and I found out making these until you reach to the point we cut out, it's about 3 hours, and it's helping me gauge time. So on the tubes, it took about 3 hours. On making these tubes, same thing, and so by doing this, 3 hours. So by the time I get cut, it'll be all the pieces and the patterns will be ready to go, and then next Sunday I'll be able to take all the pieces, do a foam prototype build, and see if it all works. And we go from there. So it's kind of cool, yeah. So basically, it's helping me gauge how much time it takes to make stuff. So working out the pattern on things about this big, like it took about 3 hours to make the pattern for this, and 3 hours to duct tape. Well, I made the cardboard thing first. This thing was made first last week, but then to cover it, do the tape, do the foil, and then do the tape is about 3 hours. All right, so I guess something that big, if something a little bit smaller, probably not as long, but Jen, I'm really excited about having you on this project because I can really relax because I want somebody who knows what they're doing, and I think you'd be perfect. He doesn't have a lot. He does have money, but I think what he wants to do is doable. I'm sorry, I can't talk chop during stream. Let me, guys, I'm gonna run downstairs, do my business, and I'll be right back. So please, 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 stand by. There you go. Thank you guys. Always good to see Ted making live. Well, thank you. It takes me back to the days of Twitch when I was, I don't know, 30 pounds lighter. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start making lines to cut. So here we go. Overhead. So starting off, this is where we have to make notes. This base is flat, so the edge here, make sure this gets a nice contact right there. I guess that goes right. And it's kind of like starts. You know, it goes here, like that. We have this guy right on the corners, like this. And that. So now, can make some registration marks here. What I'm going to realize at this point when I'm making this pattern, that this piece of foam is going to be flat, so this edge has to extend. So when I cut this line, I'm going to have to extend it. Put a little arrow this way to remind myself that it has to extend out that way. So when I cut this, it's beveled out. These are little things I created myself, these little triangles. It's a shorthand for beveled out for me. So I know when I'm cutting, I don't bevel in, I bevel out. From that line out. And that's how I know where it's going to go. Okay, so bevel out, bevel out. All right, now the foam, I know for a fact, I could probably, I want to do it on the peak of the line here, like this. I don't want to break it. I want to do at least, I know the foam will at least curve this far. And also this needs an edge to it too. Here, hold on. This is kind of, that's an end line, right? Yeah. Here, hold on, let me fix this edge real quick. It's a little wanky. Hold on. Like this. Hold on here. And then it just goes a little bit more like this. Okay. Yeah, now, so we can definitely do this right here. Let's come up on this, straight up on this line, right down the center like this. All right. Okay. So again, this is base got a cut line here. Let me look a little bit more. So definitely going to need another one. Okay, this is kind of like this. This whole same part here, and then this guy comes up like this, and he's going to go same thing. We're going to go right down the center of this guy. And I tell you right now, by looking at this, I'm probably going to do this out of 6 mil, the thinner foam, because I can get a better curve out of it. Mm-hmm. Okay. That. Oops. All right. There's a foil still poking through here. Gotta fix this line. There we go. And now, back here, there is a curve. It's subtle, so there's definitely one here. So I'm going to do a cut here. Yeah, hold on, let's do it like this. I come in here. Because we're definitely going to do a cut here. Hold on, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this one first. This comes up here. Make it right here. Stay centered there. No, move that a little bit more. A little further there. And then here. There. Okay. So, yeah, let's do this because there definitely has to be a cut here. Now, again, guys, if you draw on this and you mess up or you don't like what you want to do, you can just take a paper towel and denatured alcohol and just wipe the Sharpie right off. It's one of those things where it's just easy to, especially when it's fresh, you can just wipe it right off. Because pondering, I can see something happening here. How about we do this? This guy comes up like this. And then you can know it still needs to go for it to work. It needs to be here. Because yeah, this spot here, hold on, can come from here, but it needs to start. Hold on, it needs, because this cuts in like this. Hold on, guys. this is this, right? Okay, here we go. We do this, right? And then this comes like this. Okay, that makes sense. Good, good, good. Got it. Okay. Because this, there's a slight curve to it, but I want to make sure I get this curve translated into the pattern. Because if I just go straight from here, yeah, I need to, let's see. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me get some alcohol because I think this needs to be lower. This line does. Hold on. See? Yeah, that was a good call because, yeah, it definitely needs to be lower. So, if this gets cut, then you definitely want this curve here, right? So, yeah, let's go like this. There's a dip in here. You can put that right there. Like that. Okay, so now we got these guys. We're going to put our registration marks on them. And so I like to mix them up and put them not in the same spots the other ones are, so you don't get confused. Like this guy goes here, this goes in the middle here, like that. This goes here. Okay, and same thing. We're going to cut these guys and registration marks here. In between those. Like that. Like that. Got that. 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 Mm-hmm. All right. Great. Here we go. And like this. Here, and then we go boom, bump, pop. Okay, so now we because these we're gonna do. This is literally the right side, so we know that. So what I'm gonna do is we write right on it, right? So there's right, okay, and there's inside outside. So this is right. And it stands for inside. It's a right end. So this right here is a right also in. And the reason I do that is so these guys will look very similar to these guys out here. All right. But you know something? Let's make it even easier. Let's just number them. So we got right. So I'll just make this, yeah, I got it. Let's do this. Right, right, and right. Right, and we're going to call this number 1, number 2, number 3. This is right number 4. This is right number 5. And this is going to be right number 6. Good. Easy peasy. Now, craft knife, and let's start cutting. We're going to cut right on this line right here like this. Just cut right on in there. Oops. Stay on that line, Ted. All right. So this is why you put the foil underneath, is so you can do stuff like this. See how this just comes right off beautifully? Oop, like that. See? Perfect. Fine. What the hell? Oh, this has got to be cut here. Sorry. This needs to come around. Sorry guys, I just realized I missed this part. This comes up and comes around like this. Got it. All right, so we're going to label this guy 6. Oh, it is 6. It's still part of 6. Yeah, we might have to break this up. It's a little weird and long. I might separate these guys. Because this goes on a little bit, we might separate this. We'll deal with that later. Got that? All right. Okay, now we cut here. Oh, shit. Stay on that line, Ted. Sorry, guys. I'll be right with you. Just have to concentrate on this. right. Okay, got this guy. And again, what's cool about this now, if it lays flat, if it curls and does something really weird, you notice, but you always make sure the patterns when they're done, they lay nice and flat because you have to transfer them on the foam. That's always to know you're on the right track is when everything lays flat. So, you're on the right track if everything lays flat. All right, there we go. Cut this guy too. Uh-huh. All right. Okay. All right, see now I have these lines on here, but if I cut it out, let's see if it lays flat. If it lays flat, I might not have to cut this at all. Let's see. See, yeah, it just lays flat. So I think if need be, I can always, that slight curl, we can just heat form it. Because I'm thinking about it, it just has a slight curl in. So, yeah, let's not cut this. Let's leave this solid. Because now I'm looking at this, this will lay nice and flat. So no need to really worry about. Ouch. All right, so let's get the notch cutter, which is, hold on. Oh, grab the notch cutter real quick. Is it over here? Why is it over here? That's strange. All right. Got it. So we're going to cut these guys like this. Notch. 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 These are the keys to making things assemble. They're notches, and I like to call them registration marks because they will help you line everything back up. That. Okay, good. Set this aside. All right, that's done. All right, here we go. Okay. Get in there. All right, I think, and oh, that's right, one more. This part, yeah, this kind of goes on too long. Let's cut this. All right, hold on, guys. Let me rethink this real quick. I gotta cut this. So I'm just gonna get this stuff off here. So hold on, peel the foil for this real quick. Come to think of it, because now I only have 5 parts, not 6. Let me renumber these guys because they're not. Because I end up having something's going to be 2 parts, I end up coming 1. So hold on. Let's get a Sharpie. So this will be. It's going to be now number 5, and then number 2 is actually just number 1, and then number 3 is actually number 2. Hold on. Number 2. And number 4 is actually number. Let's go here. This is number 3, and then. And this would be 4, that's right. So make this number 4. So now this is 4. And that's 5. Okay. Now they've been renumbered. So next step is we're going to go ahead and get some poster. Oh, yeah, notch these guys too. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get. Oh no, we didn't notch this guy. Let's do this really quickly. This is now we know this is number 5. It's going to be 5. This is going to be 5. 5A. And this little guy here is going to be 5B down here. So I'll make this 5B. And this gets cut. Yeah, let's cut this right in the, like that. Got it? Okay. And then we got 2 notches here. Okay. So we're gonna get a foam mat and some poster board. Okay. Gonna pick all this up here. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, sorry, everything's getting blown out, guys. Sorry, hold on. Focus. There we go. Now, well, they do it probably in sections, so let's go ahead. Start with the big stuff first. We are our duct tape pattern, and we want to lay this guy flat. Get as flat as possible, which is pretty good because it's got stickiness already behind it. So we're going to come back in here, and whatever doesn't stick down, take a straight pin, push it, and I have a piece of foam behind it so I can push pins directly into it like this. Fantastic. And then we come with a Sharpie, we just trace our edges. But I always like to go through and get our registration marks first, because those are the most important, right? And here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just that. And this. All right. And there we go. So, label that. Right, number 1. See this guy here. Where's number 6? This guy. Squeeze as much as we can in here. Just like this, make it all nice and flat. Try to maximize the poster board as much as possible. Hey guys, real quick. Oh, hello, Norwegian Viking. Have a great stream today. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey Kevin, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Damn it, Kevin's showing me up again. Holy poop. Alien feet. I'm out of here. Sorry guys, I've been focusing so much on the pattern making here. I'll catch up with chat in a second. Let me just get these lines done here really quick. Because I know I just want to get these guys done at the end of the stream, which is already 11:13. I'm running behind. But once we get these transferred onto poster board, and then next week we'll come back and we will do a test build with the 6mm foam to see how these guys, I mean, I'm really happy how these turned out. I mean, the foil one I made looked really cool, so to make that out of foam will be fun. All right, this is right, and this goes the other line right here. Like that, we have right, and as number 4. Let's do all right. We could squeeze this guy in. Oh wait, I didn't get the notches out of these guys. Oops, sorry guys, hold on. Somehow this got past me. Let me get some notches in there real quick. All right. Stick that down like this. Make sure he's nice and flat like that. Good, good, good. You pin it. Okay. All right, and that's 5B. We'll peel this up. Careful. All right. 5B, and then we do this. Registration marks, get those guys first. All right, peel this up. And again, what we're going to do is we have to transfer everything I did on this pattern onto it. So this is, again, it's right. This is number 5. And my bevel marks, which is the bevel outward, go back in. So when I'm cutting out of foam, I know to bevel out. Which I will show you what this all means next week. All right, like this, like that. Got it. Okay. That's done. Now we're moving on to the big pieces here. Yeah. Line this guy up. And this is cool. The great thing about this is that once you make one side and you make these patterns, then you have the right and the left done. You don't have to. That was a thing when you're sculpting something. You have to sculpt it. You'd have to sculpt it, and then you get it down to what you liked it. Then you have to reproduce it. And I mean, guys who sculpt can do it rather quickly, but it's just like it was never. It's one thing that made me fall in love with pattern making, was that when you made one, it was you would just flip the pattern to make a right and a left. It just saved me so much headaches. There was a show I worked on back in the early 90s. It never aired. It was a space sci-fi show, and I made these molds, and I was so pumped in the whole I was so obsessed, like, oh, we got to make molds, and so I sculpt these things out of clay, and we make big stone molds so we can make them out of. I look back on it now, how much I would have saved so much money, and just made everything out of foam. It would have looked amazing. I just didn't have the skill set. I didn't really know how to do it back then. I just saw it, and so I learned over the years, and I look back on that stuff, and that was the stuff I wish I would have really known about. Like, again, let's put it this way. I didn't have a YouTube. There was no such thing as YouTube back then. Like, in the 90s, there was no internet. And everything had to be taught. Everything was so much. You guys talk about gatekeeping. Don't get me started, man. When the industry came around, there's so much stuff that you guys have access to, and you have no idea the ease you guys get access to information and techniques. Because when I first came, everybody was so strict with it. So when YouTube just started, and I started my YouTube channel, and I started teaching people stuff, I got flack from people. Hey man, what are you doing? You steal work from people. I'm like, shut up. Like, it was the biggest bunch of malarkey, and I only got it from maybe 2 people. And like, that's just, again, that was only early days. This was like 2011, you know. The internet hasn't been around that long. YouTube was just taking off, you know, like, but man, people are just. But now it just goes to show you that there needs to be some regulations on YouTube right now, because, or not so much YouTube as the internet. The internet now is just like, the exposure level, and there's no control. It's the Wild West, and everything's slowly getting dialed in. And I think after a new administration, they might make some changes, because it's out of control right now. It's a mess. It is still very, very brand new. All right. But yeah, the early days, man, like, I think back about the stuff I done, like, and the skill set I have now, how things would have been so much easier Like, I was just doing what I was taught, you know, like, well, this is how you do it. But it was still costly. You had to get clay, you had to sculpt it, and you had to make a big giant stone mold. And there was foam fabricating. The Japanese did it for years. And I learned a little bit about it, but not enough to where I could do armor. And now, like, that's my favorite thing to do is armor. Yeah, guys, no, I'm catching with chat. Everybody's like sharing. And Becky's right. Sorry, Going Ape Costume is that by doing this makes the community grow and it becomes bigger. And then now it becomes bigger, it gives access to more people. It's good for me. It's like it helps the community grow, and I'm not alone. It's pretty exciting. So, yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is number 3. Number 3, and that is the right. Got that. All right, we have number 2, then we're done, guys. These crazy, hold on, let me spin this. How do we get this? What makes this costume I'm working on really doable right now is that it's no deadline. So, for example, like I'm making this because I'm just having fun, and I know for a fact that I can't work on this all the time because it's going to take forever. So, I'm gearing up for this movie I got to do, but I can make these pieces, and then when I get them done, I can just set them aside and come back to it later. But it's just like because what it's going to take to build this costume is it's going to take a while. That's what stopped me originally from making it, is because I was just like, oh, you know, it's going to take time, and I'm not going to be able to dedicate my time. I was like, well, it's because if I do it in just pieces and then do other things, you know, in between it, I can do it. So I figured I can make this fun and do a live stream with this. And then, well, other things, I can still work on other stuff and just do this as my Sunday live stream. Oh, sorry, guys. Becky said something. Becky says, oh, hey, Ted. Creative Cosplay Mag has started a cosplay award event online. Soon they will be looking for announcers. Probably doesn't pay, but looks cool. Community still at the post. Again, don't get me wrong, Becky. If I had time, I would. Like, this project is coming up. I'm realizing we're going on I got to go location scouting tomorrow to lock down. We have a place we really like, and we're gonna look at another place. So if we can get these 2 places, then we pulled the trigger. I'm gonna be working all the way until April, mid-April, and we'll probably be shooting mid-April, and probably a 9 or 10 day shoot, goodness. But it's not a while yet. For months. Okay, good, Becky. Thank you. Yeah, I'll look into that. Because yeah, I'm gonna knock this. Got to do this show. A lot of building, and then once it's done, then I'll be available again. I mean, it's doable. It's gonna be a roller coaster. And I got to sit down and do my pricing with my friend to see what he can afford. How much negotiating we have to do. All right. Oops, sorry guys, overhead. See what I'm doing here. this. All right, almost there, guys. Okay. Pull our sheet pins out. Get this like that, and that. That. All right. That was 2. Right. Okay. All right, guys, that is done. So the next step is going to take a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut these guys out and call it done. Where's my... There. Okay. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Okay. All right. Now when cutting, I want to show you guys, there's going to be little wiggly lines. Don't worry about that. You're going to clean everything up by cutting it nice and clean and straight. Don't try, if you see these wiggliness, that's one of the process I really like about this technique, is that when you're doing this, it just allows you to clean up your pattern. I get that. All in. That, this. got it. Okay, good, good. So close, guys. Hang in with me. I'm a man on a mission. All right, get that. Okay. Like that, there we go. All right. So this kind of dips in like that. So I gotta curve that a little bit. Got it, okay. And these two. Okay. That and one more here. Hold on. Because my mission, guys, I'm sorry, I'm just focusing. I want to get this done because I want to end the stream today with this pattern being done. So when we come back next week, that you can watch, we'll take this guy and we'll trace it onto foam and then cut it and assemble it and see what it looks like. All right, fantastic. All right, here we go. All-time favorite, last but not least, notch cutting. And, oh wait, hold on. I have a folder called Alien Torso. Let me grab it real quick. Where's my Alien Torso pattern? Alien Torso pattern. So once I notch it, I throw it in here so I know it's done. Here we go. We'll start with part 1. Notch. Right, and then it goes in here. Does that fit? Sure it fits. Drop in there. Get in there. There it goes. Got that. I used to cut these things out by hand with an X-Acto blade, and then somebody goes, "You should get a notch cutter." And apparently these work, and they have these in the fabric world when you're making patterns for clothing. So once I discovered this, I was like, "Oh my god!" You never stop learning. Hey, you want to get a notch cutter? You can go to my website, go to my Evil Ted supply list, or just click on my Amazon link, go and type in notch cutter, and pick up a pair of notch cutters today. And in return, I get a little kickback, which is great. So please, don't forget to get your notch cutter through my Amazon link. Drop in, got that, fantastic. All right, that's done. Moving on, hold on. Yeah, I realized the one thing I forgot to do is label these shoulders. Like alien tube. No, it's all right. We'll do that later. It's always good to label them as well, too. But let's just go ahead and get this done right now. Keep moving. And all right, hold on, guys. I'm about to get a bigger folder for this. Hold on. All right. And here we go, guys. Last stretch. Oops, I shifted. That one is a little off. Damn it. I'll have to go back and fix that later. All right. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. There's my camera. Hey guys, greetings, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Whew. All right. Man, it's my coffee. There you go. Oh. Byron Shelley goes, Evil Ted, I really enjoyed watching you work. I'm working on a few things from the patterns I bought. This is cool. This shit is cool. Hey, Brent, thanks. Yeah, the thing is, once you get over the learning curve, I always tell people to get nervous when they start, and I'm glad you're jumping into it because always people like, oh, I want to get into it, but I'm not really good at it. I'm like, well, how do you know? Haven't tried? And then like, yeah, I did it, but it just looked great. I'm like, dude, it's like taking guitar lessons. You pick up the guitar and strum it. It sounds like crap, unless you know what you're doing. And the only way to get good at something is practice. And I don't know why that doesn't stick with people for some reason. It's like, it's with everything. People want to start something and want it to be perfect right out of the gate. I'm telling you, just stick in there, people. It's practice. I know I make people, everybody say, oh, you make it look so easy. And that's because I do this a lot, and I've learned a lot, and I practice a lot. And I'm actually better than I was when I started. When I started my YouTube channel, like I was teaching people. People really liked what I was doing. And I was pretty good, but not compared to what I am today. I have learned so much since then, and the cosplay community has gotten so big that I've learned from other people and picked up other people's techniques as well. And it's just great to hang out with my family. And also, one of my favorite inspirations is my friend right here in chat, right, guys, is Going Ape Costume. Going Ape Costume is a mother in Utah, you know, stuck in a house, and she's like, I'm gonna do this crafting thing. And she found my channel, she started embracing it, and just learned by trial and error. And she's like, the thing that blows me away with Going Ape Costume is that they pick the biggest ass costumes. And the thing that blew me away when they were building the Doom monster from Doom, the big skull monsters with the big cannons on their backs. Have you guys seen those? Going Ape Costume built a full-size costume version of that, which is insane. So if you guys haven't seen it, Going Ape Costume, if you could throw your Instagram and chat for everybody so they can go through your social media and see that crazy-ass costume that you built, is amazing. So good. Anyway, guys, it's 11:45. I gotta bounce. Thank you so much. It was a long stream because I really wanted to push to get these things done today. Yay! All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today again, everybody. If you've watched this video and you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, subscribe. Jump on my website, eviltedsmith.com. Get on my mailing list to keep you posted what's going to be happening next, what's going on. I'm going to do a nice email about the things I'm working on. So if you guys want to know about the movie I'm working on, you got to get on my mailing list. All right. Oh, Brian, no time for giveaway. I ran late, man. It's 11:46. I got to go. I got things I have to take care of. So we'll do a giveaway. Remember, Brian, you got to hit me up for a giveaway when we start the stream. I think it's a lot easier to do it then. Hey, how about works? How you guys doing? Oh, there it is, guys. Really quickly, before you guys bounce, Going Ape Costume through their Instagram and chat. If you're not following them, please. And Parks and Quinn, yes, let's chat. Chat in a couple of minutes. All right? Gotta bounce, guys. Everybody, see you so much. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you next Sunday at 9 Pacific Standard Time right here on Evil Ted Live. Bye.